I am Danish Azfar from SMK Marudi. Today, I would like to do a review of a book from one of my most favorite series, and possibly everyone's favorite series, the Harry Potter saga, specifically Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I'm a huge fan of the Harry Potter series, so when I knew there was another book after the supposedly last one, I couldn't miss this one. But how can we talk about Harry Potter if we're not mentioning the famous writer, right? Of course, this story is another masterpiece written by J.K. Rowling herself. For those who are living under a rock, J.K. Rowling is responsible for writing the entire Harry Potter saga, whose books have sold over 500 million copies worldwide. Not just that, the film adaptation of these stories has also been a huge success in the screening industry, with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 grossing over $1 billion at the global box office. In my opinion, the Harry Potter series is so amazing because of how it captures your attention with its incredible storytelling from the beginning until the end, eventually giving a plot twist to the unsuspecting readers. In short, J.K. Rowling could not have been any better at imagining the life of wizards like never before. Now, let me tell you about the story of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. The story begins 19 years after Harry saved the lives of Hogwarts people. Harry has his own family with Ginny Potter, formerly Ginny Weasley, and his best friends Hermione and Ron marrying each other and also having a family of their own. Harry's son Albus, fittingly named after the former headmaster of Hogwarts, Albus Dumbledore, is having his first year at Hogwarts. Albus Potter made friends with Hermione's and Ron's daughter Rose and Draco Malfoy's son Scorpius Malfoy. Albus and Scorpius became good friends, which will be very important later on. When the new students were being sorted, everyone knew that Albus would end up in Gryffindor, like his father. But, as a huge twist, Albus Potter was sorted into Slytherin. I mean, who could have expected Harry's own son to be sorted into the House of Dark Magic, right? Years later, Albus seemed to not live up to his parents' legacy, and Scorpius was rumored to be the son of Lord Voldemort. After knowing that Harry has a time turner, Albus, Scorpius, and their friend Delphi decided to steal it from him. After all the hassle of stealing the time turner, they went back in time for the Triwizard Tournament to help Cedric fail. But that turns out to be a huge mistake, because as a result, Ron fell in love with someone else, Hermione became a frustrated professor at Hogwarts, and Rose and Hugo were never born. One day, Harry Potter then has a nightmare about Voldemort. Convinced that Scorpius was a threat, he tried to separate and Scorpius apart, which resulted their friendship to be broken, but then later reconciled after stealing the invisibility cloak. After that, Scorpius decided to try to save Cedric again using the time turner, and after succeeding in humiliating him, he travels back to the present day and finds out that things turned out worse than before. Because of his actions, Voldemort ended up ruling the entire wizarding world. As a result, Scorpius decided to fix the whole situation with the help of alternate Ron, Hermione, and Severus Snape. Scorpius and Albus were then reunited. Then, Albus and Scorpius decided to destroy the time turner when Delphi joins in action. This time, Delphi had a tattoo resembling an Augury, a dark figure leading the Ministry of Magic. Delphi then held the two captive. Delphi turned out to be the villain in this alternative timeline because she tricked Amos into thinking that she was his niece. As an act of revenge, Scorpius and Albus tried to sabotage Delphi's plans, but Delphi managed to rewind back time further than they were, then destroyed the time turner to trap them all in this timeline. In another timeline though, Harry and his friends, including Ginny and Draco, searched through Delphi's room and found writings on the wall claiming that Delphi was the daughter of Voldemort and had prophecies which allowed Voldemort to return. As I read this part, it left me in shock. How can you believe that someone like Delphi turned out to be the bad character? Even though moments like these always happen in the Harry Potter series, it still gives me goosebumps. Now, back to the story. Albus and Scorpius go back in time before Harry's parents were killed. To save you from further spoilers, I suggest that you read the book fully to understand everything and, in the end, see what happens with Delphi and the rest of the characters. This Harry Potter series really brings in a new standard for the fantasy genre, as it is capable of capturing key moments and ideas that really encapsulate the power of fantasy. Fantasy can be a great genre, and if paired with some adventure and some mystery, the average reader can spend hours reading and knowing more about what happens next. If you are looking forward to reading a book or going through an incredible journey, then the Harry Potter series is a must-read. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is a great story for avid Harry Potter fans that want to know what happens next after the last Harry Potter book, The Deathly Hallows, as it has all and more answers to unanswered questions from the last story. The stories also manage to really give a picture of how amazing the wizarding world can be. I highly recommend you buy this book at local bookstores or through online stores. Although the price may not be budget friendly, the experience may definitely be worth it. Well, that concludes my book review for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I hope you all have a pleasant day. That's all from me. Thank you.